Hey guys, it's Kelly. Hey, I wanted to show you a project that I made. This is a thank you gift that I made for someone. I don't want to give it away just yet. But yeah, this started out, what I was going to make, which is a couple things I've never made, is a Tussie Mussie, and I've never made a paper bag card. And that's what I decided to make. So this project started off as a plain white lunch bag. Just not the Celebrate ones or anything. It's just a plain old lunch bag that I got from Target. And they were super cheap. So that's how it started. And what I didn't like about it was that when you make the card, you know, you glue it on both sides here. I'll do a tutorial for this because I know the requests will come. But I'll do a tutorial on how I made this. But how it started was I've seen a lot of people, including Nurse Tara 04. She does paper bag cards. They're super cute. It's like an altered bag, but you give it as a card and you put like a tag in here and in the bag. But this one, you know, I made a pocket. You know, you can make a pocket and then add something in there too. But when I was making that, I liked it and I thought, oh my gosh, that's super cute. I noticed, you know, this, I love that I still had this, but I have some more bulky embellishments that I want to send her, and it kind of limited me. And I thought, well, it's no big deal. I'll just still make the card, and then I can just put the loose embellishments in the box. But nope, that wasn't going to work for me either. So I came up with this design. I haven't seen anybody else do anything like this, but you know, I don't watch every single video out there. But I haven't seen anybody else do this. So what it is I'm going to call it a paper bag pocket Tussie Mussie. That's a lot to say, isn't it? But I just opened the bag and created a ton more room inside there. Look how much room I have. It's like my whole 2 fists could fit in there. Okay, all the way down in there. So huge room. And I don't know. I don't know why I'm calling it a Tussie Mussie. That's just what it reminds me of. It looks like a Sasquatch Tussie Mussie. So but yeah, that's what I came up with because I wanted more space to put stuff inside there. And I liked how it, you know, when you make the card, it opens and you can put things in there, but I didn't like how it was just bumpy when it would lay down. I didn't like that. So I decided if I opened it up, I could put some ribbon on it and you could just hang it from a door and keep it for a long time and display it. That way it won't just get, you know, put in a drawer or something like that, because when we make these, I love them. I think they're super cute. So I'm not, you know, putting anybody down or anything like that, but I think they're super cute, but they don't stand up. You know, it's not like you can display it after you make it. So I don't know, I thought this was more of like a decorative thing. So they could hang it in their scrap room or on a door or wherever they want to. Or they could shove it in a box, I don't care. But so yeah, that's how I came about this. So I started making that card. But I'll tell you some of the things that I did on here. So on the paper bag, I punched it, and I just punched it while I just cut that edge off, and then I just punched it with one of my border punches. And even, you know, when you punch it, it punched evenly the inside gusset part of it. It punched that really nicely, so you don't miss a beat when you punch the bag like that on the tip, in case you were wondering. It just punches through perfectly, and you don't miss anything. So that's how I did the top. And then there's lots of lace on here, all kinds of different. There's some pink lace here and some kind of like cream colored lace. And I just hot glued it down and then put some pearls down as well. And this cameo is from Butterbee Scraps from a recent haul that I did. And what I did for her, for who's getting this, I love the cameos so much. I didn't want to glue it down and commit it to this bag and then nothing else. So, because this is versatile, she could make a necklace, she could do whatever she wants with it and reuse it on another thing, gift it to someone else, whatever she decides to do with it. So I didn't glue it down. What I did was I just put a hole in the bag, in the pocket portion of the bag. Okay, because here's the pocket. Let me take that out. And I just put a brad through the hole at the top of the cameo. You can see that once I pull that up. And then it's just stuck through the pocket. See that little black part right there? She can just undo that and pull that cameo right off, and it'll still be a beautiful bag. It just will be missing that, and she can reuse that cameo however she chooses. So yeah, that's why I decided to do it that cameo, because it's just too pretty to just only have one option with it. So, and then all these flowers, I love how the flowers turned out. They're all Wild Orchid Craft flowers that I've had for a long time. I love the flowers. And they're all inked. All of this is distressed with frayed burlap is the ink I used for this. And I made a stick pin for her with some, needed some more pops of black to kind of go with all the different black accents that we have on here. So, but I think it's still pretty shabby. And I glossy accented the bow that was on the paper on her dress, and then just added a bling thing in the center. And then this crown right here is the it's the Tim Holtz stamp. I forget what, I don't remember what version it is, but it's from Tim Holtz. And I just put some pink stickles as the gems, and then glossy accented it and put it on the top of the dress form. Okay, and then I just hot glued all the lace on there. I ran out of pearl trim, otherwise I would have done it all the way across. But, and then here's what the side looks like. And what I did with this was just too white down here. You could totally leave that alone and it would be fine, but I just wanted to add something. So these are just some doilies that are folded, that are cut in half, folded, inked, and then just hot glued in there with the flower in the center and a little crochet flower right there. So, but this is how I reinforced it, because the paper bag is too flimsy. You have to reinforce it if you're going to put something in there to hold it up with. So I put paper on both sides. Okay, you can see the paper over here. Okay, so I just put paper on, I just measured it, found my center in the paper, okay, decided how far I wanted to go down. You know, I just eyeballed it. I don't have the measurements, but if I do a tutorial, I'll get you measurements. But yeah, so I just found my center in there, and then poked a hole, and then put the paper up in there and drew it, and then poked a hole in my bag, and then just used an eyelet just to reinforce the hole so it could be sturdy enough to hold things in it. So, and that stabilized, really stable. It's, I mean, it's you know, it's still a paper bag, but this actually helped add to the stability of it as well, so you can squish it. But yeah, that's how you do it, and just stabilize it with some really good heavy cardstock or decorative paper, whatever you want to do. And then I just added lace around it and did that on both sides with the doilies and the heart, the flower. I gotta get all my glue strings off, they're like everywhere. And there's the back of it, really simple and plain. I usually leave the back of my projects plain. So there we go. So, but I got tons of room in there, and I love it. I love how I wound up with lots of room. So, but so that's the story in the cameo. It's removable. And then this is just a little tag that I made, and I'm gonna write, you know, handwrite thank yous on there. And this is just some ribbon I just tied in a bow, and some Wild Orchid Craft rose. And then I just stamped with one of my stamps thank you on a piece of the paper, and then this is some black burlap that I used some white gesso on just to kind of shabby it up a little bit. But I thought that was kind of cute. It's real simple, and you just stick it right in there. So there we go. So paper bag, pocket, Tussie Mussie. I haven't seen anybody else do it. I hope you guys like it. So I really like how it turned out. I think it's a really, I impressed myself with the idea of opening this up and stabilizing it so that it stays open. So, I mean, you can actually put like some foam in there and put a flower arrangement, like a fake, obviously a fake flower arrangement in there, and a longer rope, and make it into a beautiful flower arrangement. You can do all kinds of things with it. But, yeah. So anyway, make one. It's not hard, guys. It's really easy. This is the only thing missing. If you're using paper bags, you know that it opens. And so it's really not hard to make it all. You just gotta kind of fuss with it. So I know the request will come for a tutorial, like I said, so I'll do one. And I like the idea. I don't know if you guys have given cameos and things to other people, but this isn't glued in either, my stick pin, so she can take that out. And then this isn't, you know, glued in. And this will still be a beautiful piece even if she takes these off. I think it'll still be very pretty. So more options for it. But anyway, so there it is. Just want to share that. I hope you guys are having a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all your comments, and more to come. Thanks.